Welcome back. In the last video, we have learned about how to create simple components and combine them to create a simple UI. In this video, you are going to learn about how to implement routing using React Router. And then we are going to learn about how to install Bootstrap and how to use that Bootstrap styles. And then we are going to modify our UI for our student application, right? I have already installed Bootstrap. The style is little bit changed. You can see the change of the font face. Okay. How to install Bootstrap? For that, you have to go to our application, then right click on the our project folder, open integrated terminal. So it will be open here, and you can install Bootstrap in the command prompt also. But I don't want to disturb here because our application is running here. How to install? Npm install bootstrap. If you want, you can specify the version bootstrap 4 or bootstrap 3. Okay, now I am going to install the latest version. I am going to give npm install bootstrap. Just click enter. Okay, the bootstrap added to our project. How to check whether it is added or not? We can check here. Bootstrap is installed, the version is 5.3.2, right? And also this bootstrap module will be added in our node module folder. See here, bootstrap. In the bootstrap we have distribution folder. In this folder only we will access our bootstrap. I have already added the bootstrap, and also I have added in the index.js. We can add the bootstrap in the index.js. Import within the code bootstrap distribution folder. We have css folder and then bootstrap.css. And also we can import like this: bootstrap distribution folder and then js folder bootstrap.min.js. We can use those css classes for our application. Next, we have to install React routing dom. For that, you can see it in React router. Create React app, adding router. See here how we can add our router. Npm install react-router dom. This is the command to install the React router dom. Npm install react-router-dom. Just hit enter. The React router dom also installed, right? I already installed. I have installed again. If you go to package.json, here React router dom has been installed. Now I am going to modify our UI for our student application. For that, I am going to do routing. Routing is nothing but if you are passing any URL in the browser, it automatically redirect to that page. The user is redirected to different pages based on their request or any event. Now, in the header.js, we have the references, right? Home, news, contact, about. I'm going to modify this for our project. Our project have first is home, then we have student details, and entry form. These are the content we have in our application. Okay, for implementing the React routing, we have to import the browser router. Okay, then we have to import routes, and then we have to import route, and then we have to import link. These are the important functionalities we are going to use in our application. For that, we have imported browser router, routes, route, and link from the React router DOM, right? And then how to make routing. For that, I'm going to delete this. I'm having predefined code. For the time convenient, I'm going to use, I will explain one by one. I have used browser router. This is used to store the current location of the browser so that we can navigate from that location to other locations so that we can easily redirect the user with the specified endpoints. Inside that, I have given the links. That means in the header, we have some links, right? Home, student details, and entry form. These are the our content to display in the header. And if we click, it should go to this URL, that is students. Then if you are clicking entry form, it should go to students form slash students URL. Okay. Then we are going to roots. If you are clicking that, where should our application redirected? React is a single page application, right? After the head portion, we have the roots. How we are going to define our roots for each URLs, each endpoint? How we are going to define our roots? In that roots, we have another component is called as root, right? Root is another component inside the roots. Here we have to use root exact path, exact space path equal to slash. This is our path, right? If you are clicking this slash, that is, if you are clicking the our root path, it should go to this element that is called as home page. It should display the content in the home, right? So element equal to home, we have to specify within the curly bracket because it is a expression. Then if you are pressing student detail, it also redirect to slash students URL, that is slash students endpoint. It should go to info.js, that means info element. Then if you are clicking entry form, it should redirect to students form. Then if the student form is found in the roots, it should go to entry form. Okay, we have to create home element, info element, and entry form. Element means our components, that is UIs. Okay, we have to create home, info, and entry form component. First, I am going to save this file. Whether it is working or not, we will see that. We have implemented all those things, right? See here, browser DOM we have imported, and roots we have imported, and root also imported. The link is where we are going to link our this options. Okay, in our web page we have the header. Inside the header we have home, student details, entry form. If you are clicking that, it should link to this endpoints. Okay, let's go and see. Info is not defined, entry form is not defined, home is already defined, right? Home is nothing but I have created function home, and then I'm going to return simple message, welcome user. Okay, now we have to create a component inside the component folder, that is info.js. For info.js also we have predefined code. I'm going to copy that function info. In that we have to return the JSX expressions. So I have copied there, and also I have pasted here. Okay. As of now, we don't have any content. Then we have to apply CSS for info.js. For that, I am going to simply create a file under the component folder info.css. For this also I am having some code. I am going to copy that code, paste it here, save changes. Now we have to create entry form, right? Under the component folder. Okay, we have to give function entry form. For this also I am having the code. I am going to just copy paste it our code. Now we have to export, right? For that we have to use export default component name entry form, and also we have to import this info component. For that we have to use export default component. Here we have to import the css file dot slash info dot css. We have to specify the styles for entry form also, entry form dot css, right? For that also I'm having some css I have pasted here. Now we have to import that styles for entry form. Import in the code we have to import dot slash root folder entry form dot css. Okay, I have made changes in our code. What are the files we have created? We have created info.js. In that I have this code. I'm going to display the student information in the table format, right? And then we have specified the style for the info.css. We have created entry form. That means we have to enter the student details that will be stored in database. For that I have specified this form with clear button and submit button. This is our code, right? And also we have specified the style for entry form in the entry form.css, and also we have imported. Then save changes, go to our browser. One error. What is the error? Info is not defined, entry form is not defined, right? Where? In header.js. Yes, because we have not imported those components. Now we have to import in the header.js. Import info, and then we have to import entry form, right? We have imported, right? This is the line to import those components. Now we don't have any error. See here, two errors. Info.css does not match the corresponding disk. Okay, info.css, see here I have specified in lowercase. That's why I'm getting the error. And also in the entry form we will check again, entry form.css. Okay, now that is entry form js does not match the entry form. We have to keep in mind that we have to specify proper name. If you are specifying in proper case, we have to import those statement in the proper case. See here, entry form we have given e and f in uppercase. We have to specify like this only, right? Save changes, go to here. So it is working. This is our content. So we have to delete this content. We will delete. If you are clicking home page, it will go here. If you are giving student details, it will display the student detail. If you are going to entry form, it will display this portion. Okay, see here, but we are not displayed the student details in the database. For that we have to connect with the express application. Okay, we will do that. Before that I'm going to delete. I'm not deleting now, just I'm going to app, I'm going to delete this. Okay, now go to our browser. We have the proper UI for our student application, right? Simple UI for our student application. In the next video we will get the student details from the server, to get the details and to store the student information in the database using express, right? Our backend server, that is node.js express server. Thank you everyone.